James.
Hey.
Welcome. Welcome, James. Welcome to your interview.
I'm ready.
Are you ready to wrestle?
Yeah,
So,
I'm ready.
Okay, James, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from?
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm James. I'm a video maker living here in Malta, living and working in here. And I'm from Italy.
You're from where?
Italy. I'm half English as well, but I was born and raised in Italy. You know, I have the Italian and English side of the family.
Okay.
And, yeah, I moved here to study media production in Malta, and now I work in that field.
How did you get into that field?
Well, I got a job at a local company. I'm making videos.
Which company?
Well, the company is called Jame, and it's like a online casino marketing website.
Okay.
So I do a lot of... Come on, man.
You do a lot of what, man? What do you do?
A lot of videos about online casinos and poker and stuff like that. And also event videos, you know, that stuff.
Event video? How'd you do?
What's the next question, man? I kind of lost track.
Sorry?
I kind of lost track. What's the next question?
How did you... You're in that beard. You've got to go in there. How long have you been maintaining that beard?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, my beard. I know. Since a few years actually.
How did you end up? How did you end up in Malta?
Well, I came here to study, and I've been here before, so it was kind of like a familiar place for me.
Do you like living in Malta?
Yeah, it's got its good and bad sides, like every country, I suppose. But overall, I can't complain too much. Ow! Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
I was just bluffing! Oh, shit. What's the next question?
What do you like about living in Malta?
Well, you know, good weather and food is pretty good. International setting, you know, I like to enjoy it. It's like, it's also very relaxed. Everyone's pretty chill. You know, it's overall well-rounded place to live.
Yeah, it's pretty good. When you were younger,
Yeah.
you were an artist, right?
Well, I like to think I still am, but I've changed my art over the years. I used to be more into illustration as a kid and as a teenager.
Okay.
Then I got into video kind of my adult life and, you know, mid-teens.
What did you like about drawing?
Well, my dad was an illustrator, so as a kid I used to copy him.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, when I was bored I would just sit next to him while he was working.
Okay.
While he was drawing, I would copy him and kind of learned that way.
Okay.
And yeah, I kind of have my own style, but... So Mike, any other questions?
Yeah.
What's the next question? Throw it at me, man.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Favorite movie? There's a few that I like. I generally say I have three favorite.
All right.
The first one is Goodfellas.
Okay.
Martin Scorsese is Goodfellas. And Hot Fuzz, the British movie by Edgar Wright. And then my third favorite, which is also The Thing, 1982.
What did you used to watch as a kid? Did something inspire you maybe to get into film?
Oh, definitely. No, I was really into film as a kid because my parents were really into films as well. And the thing is, since internet wasn't how it is today at the time, the only way for me to get hold of films was to just watch what they would get and the DVDs that they would get from the store. I would occasionally get a VHS from the shop, but I was mostly exposed to what they were into. It used to be anything from like John Wayne to Alfred Hitchcock, Oscar, oh my god, Orson Welles, Lauren Hardy, I was really into that, Charlie Chaplin. And this is actually what I used to watch when I was little, as well as like Disney movies, the old school ones. Inspirations are different because, you know, I've grown, my tastes have changed. You know, I'm into innovation and new things. I'm very curious in new talent, new directors, new concepts. You know, both filmmaking wise and storytelling wise.
When you make movies, videos, what's your favorite part of doing it? Why do you do it so much?
Oh, I think the combination of like putting together what you filmed, what you shot, and just seeing it come together at the end. I like the whole creative process of like making an idea come to life, you know?
Okay.
And like talking about the details, deciding on details, on all the little small aspects, you know? Like that make the video, like, I don't know, color, music, acting, camera framing. So
It's kind of like painting in a way.
yeah, oh yeah, no, definitely, no, I mean,
So do you think
it's painting with light, you know? That's what people call it.
between different forms and mediums, which way do you see yourself going?
Oh, definitely film, like feature films.
And which area of feature films would you like to?
Maybe like independent sci-fi or thriller movies.
Why say?
Sci-fi are they're kind of very philosophical in a way, and they're exciting at the same time, and highly creative. And it's just a good blend of different aspects that I'm interested in.
What would be the perfect film to make?
To
For
make,
you?
just in general.
Yeah, what do you want to make?
An epic, like, you know, the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
There's never been anything like it. Just on that scale of detail, of, you know, how profound the story is, mixed with just the whole world building. And I know it's unique because it's Tolkien, but just, you know, if I could even get close to that, that would be an achievement.
Have you got a story?
I have some, I have ideas. I've written Well, I had something in mind a bit similar to Lord of the Rings.
So let's talk a bit about the present.
Yeah.
So 2020,
Oh,
it's the big year.
the big year.
The big year. So what have you taken from 2020, James?
What do you mean, what has 2020 taken from me? That's more of an accurate question.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of time, a lot of energy. Well, it hasn't been too bad, you know. I've still had some good connections with people, and, you know, I managed to get through the year. Probably better than most overall, you know. There's people that have been through far worse. So I can't complain too much.
I think, is there anything you can learn from this year and build
yeah,
on?
that I can actually cook, and
You can cook.
yeah, I can cook.
What's your biggest recipe?
Oh, I love cooking steaks or salads, chicken salads,
Yeah?
and like fresh pasta recipes, or like baking. I really got into baking, or soups. Soups is a really good winter food.
Soups?
Yeah.
Why do you like soup so much?
What is it about soups? You find certain soups that are enjoyable.
You can just make a soup with any vegetable leftovers you have, pretty much. Just add some cream and potatoes, and boil it with some seasoning and flavoring. And it can last a few days, and you can make a huge tub of soup that's gonna last you a while.
It's a pretty cheap recipe, eh? Yeah, it is pretty cheap. We talked briefly about sci-fi.
Yeah.
So tell me about sci-fi.
Sci-fi is a very misunderstood genre because people like, okay, what genre is Star Wars?
Sci-fi?
It's not.
It's adventure.
No, yeah, it's
Fantasy.
adventure. It's like a soap opera in space. That's what
it's
George
sci-fi,
Lucas
man.
called it. He said it's not sci-fi. It's a sci-fi setting. If I have a horror film set in World War II,
Yeah.
right? Is that mainly a horror film or mainly a historical film? It usually is more of a horror set in that time period. Star Wars is a drama set in a sci-fi scenario, which is actually, it's more like, if you think about it, it's more like fantasy, because it's more mythological, the story of Star Wars. You know, you have lightsabers, which are like swords, you have the good and bad, like the evil bad guy, you have the emperor, which is like an empire almost, a fantasy empire. It's much more fantasy inspired than science fiction. Science fiction is more like Blade Runner.
Okay.
It's more about society, you know, it's about the darkness of society. It's very, sci-fi is very creative, it's always about a filmmaker pushing the limits and come up with these crazy ideas, right? Usually.
Yeah.
You know, it's always about some advanced technology, advanced society, but it's always about the current society. Even though it's set usually in the future, it's always about the present. It's a way of talking about the present. Like, for example, 1984, the book by George Orwell, is sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's just set in the future. He wasn't telling people that was what's gonna happen in the future.
Yeah.
He was just talking about the society that he currently lived in 1948, about totalitarianism
So it's a reflection.
Yeah, on the current society. It's a societal critique, or even more than that, depending on the sci-fi. But see, Star Wars has none of that in its spirit.
Okay.
It's just the setting.
Okay.
It's a family drama.
Is that why you like it so much?
Star Wars? No, that's why I like
Sci-fi.
sci-fi, yes. It's exactly what I like.
Because it's a social critique.
Yes.
More than anything else.
Yeah, it is, and it's exciting at the same time, and usually very innovative and like avant-garde. The genre that I like is hard sci-fi, or also known as, what is it? High concept sci-fi. So like Interstellar or Ex Machina. Hard sci-fi is like as close as possible to actual technology that can exist. Okay,
Right.
Normal sci-fi could be like spaceships whizzing around and crazy shit happening. But hard sci-fi is like more like AI or space travel. And I mean like realistic space travel, not fucking light speed rockets. Oh, okay. Next question.
Where do you see yourself going with film? What's your next step?
I wanna do a short when this lockdown is over. I'll just get back into shorts. I have some ideas floating around, nothing official though.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. On that hopeful note.
Are we done?
That hopeful note. Yeah. Let's ask you this then.
Yes.
Let's ask you this before we do the bow.
Yeah.
The bow's cool, by the way. Next
Yeah.
one.
I love Bowie.
Where
And David Bowie.
Where do you see yourself going then?
Make more shorts. I want to make them with better quality shorts. Every time I just want to put more effort into each one. And just, yeah, make the best possible material out there and hopefully entertain people.
And the future, man? The future?
At some point, maybe make a feature film. Who knows? If the opportunity comes around, or work on one, you know,
Beautiful.
in
man.
a bigger capacity, you know, than I've been used to.
Lovely. All
Shall we
right.
bow?
With this, we bow. Thank you, James.
Thank you, Mike.
James Caselli.
Yeah. Subscribe to the channel and leave comments down below. I'll read them all.
Yeah, we'll leave comments down below, and you can find James Caselli here, and wherever
There's
these
notifications
areas.
around. I have my own
Over here.
channel.
James got his own channel.
I
We'll
have my
link
own
that
channel.
below.
I put shorts or just videos, anything really.
Thank you, James. Thank you, the Freedom Hub. Thank
Yeah.
you, the people who
Coffee
are watching,
circus.
but over there doing art.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And James Caselli. Goodbye. Yeah, I think that was good.